So yesterday I had a chance to hit the gym. It was nice. Got like a 1 week spread in there because it was the right day off between me and my friend, and he had a session with his personal trainer. And so I checked out a couple more pieces of equipment that I hadn't had a chance to before, and one or two that I wanted to go back to. And when I was done with the workout, I really wasn't sore. I woke up this morning and really not sore. And I put out that yoga video, right? There's a reason why I put out that yoga video. Besides just people were asking me, and it wasn't to show off, although I'm always going to show off because that just comes with me. But you see, like, that's every day, right? That's only 20 minutes, and it's like every day for me. So, and then usually once a week, I'm doing a 1 hour yoga session. So I'm doing what is that? That's 20 minutes times 5, right? So that's 100 minutes or something. So like just over an hour and a half of yoga a week just in the morning. So then an actual 1 hour session once a week on top of that, right? So that's a good 160 minutes a week dedicated to working on every joint and every piece of sinew and tissue in my body in ways that are not normal exercise or just lifting or running, right? And so a lot of people, they do a workout like that, and then they have to spend all this time stretching after the workout. And you know what? I just don't have to. I've done all sorts of stuff, like I do like kickboxing things that go on for like 15 minutes, half an hour with me on the bag, and by and large, I might be a pinch sore, but I would have been a pinch sore even if I had done yoga. Just the nature of the beast, that kind of sore. So in reality, everything is great, right? Like I'm stretched at the get-go because every morning plus the particular morning of the workout, because that workout is already designed. If you've gone through it yourself, you'll see that you've pretty much, like, without getting into crazy twists and contortions, for the most part, you've pretty much stretched everything every which way necessary. Bending your spine backwards, twisting your spine in both directions, you know, rolling up through your shoulders, arm and leg rotations at all joints, going forwards and backwards, stretching behind the head and behind the back. All of these things. And then what you're doing with your legs, like squat wise and all that stuff. It's just like, I couldn't be more conditioned to train any better for a man who is not living on some mountain in China somewhere, right? Or Tibet. Yeah. So if you are not a person with a disposition for yoga, you're in trouble, right? And you're not going to have a disposition for yoga unless you have a disposition for at least a few minutes of being able to meditate. You know, you need to really get yourself up to being capable of 15 minutes of meditation if you think you can do 20 minutes of yoga, right? Because a lot of people, it's really just in the mind, and then that's why their body won't follow, and then they won't get anything much out of it. You know, like there's plenty of guys out there with my physique, and then you'll see them, and then they can't stretch a certain way, right? I'm more flexible than my trainer, right? Because that's not in his training repertoire. It's, you know, and a lot of that has to do with all the videos for yoga don't really appeal to him. And at the end of the day, the yin aspects of yoga, where you're holding something for a long time, because it's too much of the meditative state thing. The music doesn't help. Often the yoga video that he's trying to follow has music that he hates because he's not into that kind of music. He's just not, like, he doesn't want meditation music, right? Under any circumstances of his time. It would have to be something that pops up in correspondence to, like, I don't know, a movie he's watching, and it's thematically appropriate to the movie, so that way it doesn't have to put him in a meditative state because of other stimulus and circumstances. So all of these little things just kind of pan your life out to be more overall functional, right? And the worst thing that it means is that you wake up a little bit earlier in the morning. That's the worst thing that it means. It means you give yourself 20 minutes in the morning to do all that stuff, right? And, like, the other thing about it is that, like, you instantly get out of morning funk, right? Like, when I wake up, by the time I'm done with yoga, like, I'm ready to be 100% all day. Like, that's how my mind feels after my body has been kicked into gear. And then I can walk right in and I can just go. I can be fast. I can get right into the work. right into the heavy lifting, right into the bending over to do a thing. And my mind is there, my body is there. And you can complain all you want about the system. But the truth is that the system would work if it wasn't lying to you. Right? And I mean the system of the institutions, right? Because nobody is getting enough positive reinforcement from everybody to do these things. I suppose there's plenty of people that would just abhorrently reject it, right? But that's the thing. Somebody typically doesn't abhorrently reject something that is based on its potential to help you, right? Unless, of course, they can't rationalize it to their support group, right? It's like, most people that I know, that they need a little bit more correspondence because, maybe they can handle being alone, but that's not where they're at anymore. Even though they could just be alone, they want to have a correspondence with other people, right? Which is fair. We're not supposed to always be the hermit card, right? I've had plenty of hermit card, but I kind of want to go and chariot a little bit, right? Like, give me the chariot energy. Which it's Cancerian, that energy, but I find it very interesting how different Cancers and Leos are in the wildest of ways. But I think that has something to do with emotional. I think Cancer is internal emotions and Leo is external emotions. I think that's what it is, right? The Leo will express itself a certain way. And it expresses itself a certain way because because it has a natural tendency towards demonstrative sympathetic magic, right? Their magic, the magic of a Leo is in its witness. People have to witness that. Which is, once again, another reason why I show the yoga, right? There are aspects of that yoga flow, which are not the yoga itself, that are like minor details about breath work. I didn't want to just, beat over your head with, too much information, just talking away. I mean, I do plenty of talking in the video. But there's little affirmations that are done at the end of that thing. I've added my bullhorn, my literal bullhorn that I have now ceremonially, and I use it in the beginning. To me, that makes a lot of sense. If I blow the horn akin to the cock crowing at sunrise kind of situation, right? I can feel that impetus for. What time is it? Wow, I am not late. I can feel that impetus for opening up the throat chakra in the morning as a thing. How many people, one of your biggest thing is that like you're like, it's just like you've got like morning mouth, morning throat for various reasons. If you got that situation, this is like when I wake up, the first thing I do is handle bathroom needs, except for showering. The shower I do after the yoga because parts of that yoga are hard holds and you can build up a tiny bit of a sweat, and so it's better to rinse off that way. All right, so I got to go run down, punch into work. I will catch you guys later.